Hey guys, okay, gotta make a great ET video. Alright, it's gonna be a long one, but this happened today, so that's why I'm gonna make this long ass video about the Greys, because everybody keeps talking to me about the Greys. Alright, this is what happened to me today. So, I woke up looking at questions on my YouTube people are asking, and so I haven't watched any videos of other people's experiences on the YouTube of the Greys. You know, I'm in contact with the Greys, peace, love, and light, all that. I haven't watched that in years. Don't even care, because I know where it goes, because I know what it is. And anyway, I don't care, but I figured I'd watch it, see what's going on in the world, right? So I found this one girl, I'm watching her video for an hour, and you know, she had some good points, and she had some really good points. She was channeling information. If she was actually channeling the Greys, I don't know, but some of the information was pretty good. I give her that, and a lot of it was just right out to lunch. And I was going to do a breakdown of her video, but then I figured, you know, copyrights and all this shit, and then all her fans are going to be yelling at me. So you know what? I didn't even bother doing it. I'll post a video under this. So I'm watching that, and all of a sudden, after that was done, Christ is yelling at me, the kids are yelling at me, my wife's yelling at me, and it's loud, and I woke up, I didn't hear anything. Nothing. Perfect. Now they're all yelling at me. So I go lay down, I got to realize I got to release energy. So I lay down, release the energy. Christ comes right into my head, tells me, basically, I was spiritually seeking them. Now, I'm seeking the Greys. As I'm watching the video, and she's yipping, I want to know the truth. So I go to automatically my spirit, my soul, my mind. I start traveling to the Greys. Christ is trying to keep me back. Here I am going to the Greys just because I'm watching her video. Just like I say all the time, you think about your mother, you're watching TV on a certain subject, Grey ETs for example, your soul can automatically go to them. You think about your mom, and all of a sudden you feel her. You're hooking up to your mom. It's the same fucking thing with the Grey ETs. Any ETs. As long as they're not robots, okay? If they got a soul, you can hook up to them. Now, I laid down. Grace is right in my head, yipping. And so he knows my innocence has been telling him exactly what I'm doing and why they're all pissed off at me now. Because I wasn't tied down. They let me go while I'm awake. And don't tie me down. They tie me down when I'm sleeping a little bit and keep an eye on me. But that's what happened. Anyway, so Grace is telling me. And he says, let me see here, where is it? I'm just going to go through these things he told me. He goes, this is what Christ told me about the Greys and seeking them. Now they thought I wasn't consciously going to them. I was just going. I didn't say it go. And that's what pissed him off. And so he calls it seeking. Okay? I wasn't consciously lay down and meditate. I'm just watching a video and I automatically start going. Spiritually to the Greys. Okay? He says this. If you pressure them, they'll test your will. So, by me seeking them, I'm pressuring them for answers or pressuring them for whatever. I'm pressuring the Greys in their realm. I'm pressing them. And he said, they'll test your will. What? My will? This is to me. They'll test my will of what? Them, my will that I'm a Christ. How will they do that? How will they test my will? Right? Do you really want to find out? Alright, just saying. He also said, they are called abominations for a reason. Meaning, they genetically altered their original selves with so many different other ET cultures, be them flying other cultures on other planets, like us, living down here in the dirt. They went to other planets like this, took the DNA and made other, like hybrids. That's why we got so many different gray hybrids running around. Alright? And under Christ, that's not creation. You're not following creation's laws like the Native Americans did before we came and put them all in fucking... Okay, they lived off the land under creation's laws. Get it? Do you get it? Creation's laws, natural law, the way it's supposed to be. The gray aliens are not under creation's law. Okay? I'm going to get into this deep. I'm going right down the rabbit hole on these fucking grays. So just hang tight. This is going to be a long ass video. I don't care. Okay. And they're called abominations for a reason, because they genetically alter themselves, which is against creation. But then you're free to do what you want. But then you become abomination. And plus they're full of gadgets and gizmos and electronics running them. Christ also says then, and I recorded it. I'm laying in bed. Christ is telling me this, and I'm recording it on this. There's no free will inside them. Okay, he goes, they have souls, but not like you and I know a soul. They have souls. Basically, archons. Alright? When you see them, you contact them. When you seek them, you contact them. So when you lay down and meditate, I will myself to the graves, I will myself to the graves, and you're chanting that, I will myself to the graves, you're seeking. And you contact them. Basically, that's what he said. And then they start pressuring you, test your will, and then who knows what. Alright? He goes, now, if you seek them, and you want to learn about them, he goes, you don't do that way. You want to learn about the devil, you don't go and embrace yourself with the devil, alright? You don't go embrace yourself with the fucking archon. Alright? You don't go embrace yourself with the grays. To seek knowledge, Christ told me, this is how you do it. Become a fucking Christian, bring in Christ consciousness, and ask Christ consciousness, and you'll get an answer. And the dream I have next is that answer. So hang tight and listen to this. Okay. Let's see. When seeking them out spiritually, just by you seeking them out spiritually in meditation and willing yourself to them, you invite them into yourself. And what that happens as soon as they come up and talk to you? Lies and deceit, links, and they own your ass. And you don't even know. You don't even know. Alright, hold on. Okay, soul contracts. This lady was talking about soul contracts in the video. A soul contract is made before you were born with a specific agenda with someone you know or a race. You're free to do that. If you're living in zero and you come down and be born on Earth, and you made a soul contract, they're going to carry it out. But you don't even know what the fuck's going on. Alright? Or you could be in the body, seek them out, and they put you in the rabbit hole so fucking far down where you're going to commit suicide because you're going fucking crazy, and you make a soul contract. Please don't kill me. Well, what are you going to do? Here's a contract. And your soul makes it. You still don't know what the fuck's going on up here. Or maybe you do, but you're not fully, not 110%. You are not in command of your whole being. And there are many levels to your being, and you only see one. This one. Alright? Spiritually, through your eyes, them. So, they make a contract with you. Now they own your ass. Do you know what the Creator's saying in you? Do you know what your soul's saying in you? Do you know how many factions you're seeing right now when you make this contract? How many factions of grays? How many good and bad and evils? And you got them all compartmentalized in your head. You think you do, but it's only one being doing it all to you. So one being is playing you with three different beings. One being can be three different beings. Good, bad, and the ugly. The good, bad, and ugly are all playing you. But it's one being playing you. But you think it's three. So you compartmentalize those three fucking beings in your head, and you play them off each other. In your own head, the ET's sitting there going, and you're fighting in your own head. That's what happens. Have fun with that. Watch it on YouTube. Sit there and laugh all day. These fucking people are nuts. Totally nuts. But, hey, what the fuck do I know? I'm only telling you the truth. You know? Hey, you're well. You can go explore. Go explore. Have a good day. Okay. Okay, listen to the answers from within. Don't seek them. Don't go to the ETs for your answer. Especially the bad ones. Alright? Seek it from within. Ask Christ consciousness. Seek it from within, meaning your inner light. You know, you can go to your inner light and get all the answers you want in the universe, but no, you'd rather go get them from a fucking ET with a fucking big-ass dildo in his hand. He's going to rearrange your brain until you fucking put a bullet in your head. You really want that? If Christ, who lives under natural law, universal law, Christ consciousness, if Christ is calling them an abomination, heed it. Heed it. This girl on here, I gave Christ her name. He said she's nuts. He goes, there's no Christ giving her answers. She says she's getting answers from Christ. There's no Christ. Gabriel, Saint Gabriel, or whatever his name is. Archangel Gabriel. He goes, there's no Archangel Gabriel. Those are all other entities calling themselves that. This is just the one girl I'm going to put down in the description. Alright? So I'll let you know. Alright. He goes, if you seek them, meaning me, Christ says, if you seek them, they will have you hung up in deceit and indecision. They will hang you up in deceit and indecision. What I just said, deceit and indecision, means lies on top of lies on top of lies. They tell you what you want to hear because your soul is you. They know your belief, they know your will, they know your faith. When they do that, they learn. They test you on a spiritual level. So they know, and they can see, they can take your soul. You're sleeping, dreaming about boyfriend and happy candy canes. They're ripping your fucking soul apart, getting all the information they need to play you for the rest of your life. Alright? That's what they do. They did it to me. I caught it. I got it. Real fucking quick. Almost died 3 times. If you really want to go hang out with a bunch of fucking grays, gray aliens, Christ is at war with them. Alright? Christ is at war with them. Not on a level with guns, alright? Yet. But he's at war with them. Because they're an abomination taking over the planet. But you have the free will to go have sex with them. Love them. Give them their God. Whatever your noodle decides they are. You have the right to go call them God. Let them own you for stupid power, just like the Satanists do with their little demigods, ankle biter gods running around. You can do that. You got free will, man. Have a good time. You think you're going to win? Go to the mental ward. Go to the mental ward. Here's the test for you. Go to the mental ward and say, how many of you talk to Jesus? And watch the hands go up. How many of you talk to Jesus Christ? Yeah. Because every demon that wants to own your ass knows as soon as you see him, you're calling for Jesus. So a demon comes up, scares the fuck out of you in the middle of the night. Gray alien. You don't know, but you're seeing. Your mind thinks gray alien because you saw it on the internet. So your mind thinks gray alien. Ah, Jesus, come help me. All of a sudden, the demon leaves, and I got you all saved. You didn't ask for Christ, did you? No, you didn't ask for Christ. You asked for Jesus. It's the same damn thing playing you. He can show up anything he wants. A gray alien to Christ with light and love and all the words, and he knows the fucking Bible inside and out. Now he owns your ass, and you're fucked. Watch my past videos. I'm just saying this. I just want to throw this out there so you guys get it. Alright? Now, after Christ told me all this stuff, I had a dream. Because I was dealing with all this seeking. I automatically went by accident. So, Christ got pissed off. He's tying me down. I went to sleep and had a dream about it. I'm in my old home in Chatham, where I live now. In my old place. I'm a kid. I walk into my bedroom, and there's a guy standing in my bedroom, and he takes an old time radio, like, you know, shortwave, AM, FM, crank dial thing, right? And he's got that in his hand. He turns around, and I'm like, who the hell are you? And he turns around and he walks up to the window, and then he walks through the window in the wall, underneath the window, and he walks right through it. And I ran over there, and I'm like, I can't get out because there's a window and a wall. And all of a sudden, he's with his friend. There's one hot girl. There's a hot girl standing there with boobs. Her boobs are hanging, and she's smiling at me. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, that's nice. And then there's this one guy. He's the leader, and he's ordering me to open the door, let him in. And he's ordering the other guys, okay. He's telling them this, and he's giving them orders. And the guy at the radio, he's playing with the radio. And there were a gang. There's like 6 or 7 of them, and they all of a sudden they just stopped talking. They split up and they went around the house. I went in the house. I was in the house, and I locked all the windows and doors in the whole house so they couldn't get in. How many times have you had that dream? Okay, and then I woke up. What that was Christ consciousness, because I'm in Christ consciousness. I was having a problem with the Greys, so Christ consciousness gave me a dream about the Greys. The Greys walk into your house, through the wall, take the fucking radio. Why they wanted an old-time radio, that's very important. I think that's when they showed up. From the transmissions we're letting out in space. I don't know. Maybe they were longer. But the old radio from the fucking 30s and 40s and 20s. That's what it was. It's one of them big giant hulking battery radios. That's what they took from my bedroom. And the guy I was looking at. Now the reason they weren't Greys was because Christ's consciousness was showing me they don't have to have the gray face, alright? They don't have to. They can be anything you want them to be. They can play. But what that was saying was they wanted in you. The house and my bedroom is my body, my soul, my spirit. They wanted in. The one guy came in and took the radio from my room. Okay? This didn't happen in reality and spiritual. This happened in a dream representation showing me what it's about. And I went around and locked up all my chakras, made sure get the fuck out. And then I woke up from the dream. Christ, as soon as I woke up, he grabbed me and he wheeled me to his house where he chained me down and he can keep an eye on me. He tied down my soul because when I was watching a video of the girl talking about the gray aliens, I was out seeking going to the gray aliens. I didn't know it. My soul just goes. I do it all the time with everything. Wherever my attention goes, the energy flows. But I do it so fucking good, I'm there. Here's the gray, fucking staring at it. I don't even see it. But Christ is fucking having a hernia because he sees what's going on. So he tied me down in Christ consciousness, back in Christendom, where he lives, and he tied my soul down, and I'm still there. And for this, right now, this happened today. So this is a real quick thing about the gray ETs. Alright, I'm sorry. Not everything's peace, light, and love, people. The grays have no good intentions. And I'm going to get into it. Do you want the cure for cancer? Do you want the cure for AIDS? Do you want the cure for leukemia? They want the cure. We have the cure. Now, what would you do for the cure for cancer? If I had a cure for cancer and I'd put it on the internet, what the fuck would you do if you were dying of cancer? What would the army do? What would the military do? What would my friends do? What would my family do to get that cure? You have the answer the grays want. But it's so fucking stupid, they don't even know it. They're seeking it in us. They don't even know it. So I gotta get back to you on this later. So much, there's so much. Just want to let you know, man. Okay, later.
Okay, so one person is asking, are we all going to be selected? See what they have to say about that? No. The answer is no. Those of you that chose to come forth into this experience, into this body, and live out this experience and these life lessons, all of this has been preordained, predetermined by your soul and your soul group and spirit guides, and you knew this all before coming into this. He's saying, I'll say he, I don't think there's a sex here, but I'll say he. That's okay, yeah. He says, sorry, what were you saying? I got a lot of energy here, sorry. Yeah, your soul chose all of this. Just like your soul chooses to come forth and experience being abducted.
Your soul chose all this. Just like your soul came forth to be abducted, to learn to be abducted. Fuck off. By a bunch of fucking abomination for demons from outer space called the Greys. Why do you think they're called gray? Because they live in limbo. And their fucking skin color is gray, alright? No matter what the reason stuck why they're gray, why the hell would your soul want to be abducted by a bunch of abominations? Alright? There's different levels of the soul. I don't know, whatever. You have the free will. But, okay, first off, you can have the soul contract coming in with the ETs. I did. I made the contract. Second, I picked good ETs, alright? That follow the natural laws. And Spirit was one of them. I don't know anybody else's story. But if you made a contract, you can end it whenever you want. Do you know how? I don't know if you know how. I do. Second, what was I going to say? Secondly, you could be watching her video. You have no soul contract with no ETs. You're a housewife or a truck driver, whatever. You're doing your thing on life. You're doing whatever you gotta do. You will sit down and watch her video. Your soul travels just by her talking about it. Your spirit, your soul, goes to the Greys. The Greys go, what's he doing here? You're fucked right there. You're fucked. They can do what they want to you. They're going to come down and do what they got to do to you. Find out all about you. And if you are qualified in their little scheme of things, you're screwed. So soul contract or no soul contract, you can still hook up to the Greys. You can come across them just like I did on Manitoulin Island, backpacking in the middle of nowhere. Just, there they are. Oops, wrong place, wrong time. I could have been a bitch right there, but I didn't. Alright, so it's all up in the air, man. You got free will. Your spirit, your soul can do what it wants. Do you know what your soul's doing while you're driving a truck down a highway? While you're watching her video? Do you know what's going on with your soul? Just saying, you gotta consider all this stuff. She don't tell you all that. She just tells you one thing, what the Greys want you to hear. Alright? Remember, what she's saying is what the Greys want you to hear. If it's true. And it seems pretty true to me. Why else would she be that dumb? I mean, first off, I can go into that, what I was thinking of later. But what it comes down to, contract or no contract, it only takes a dream, one video, and they hook up to you, and you're done like a dinner. Alright? Just like ghosts and demons in your house. They come into your dream, they go, hey, a little girl comes up to your door, help me in. Some bad men are chasing me. Oh, come on in, come on in. You're done. You just let the demon in. That's all it takes. You're watching her video, your soul's hooking up to the Greys. Come on in. That's it. That's all it takes. Now, once you realize you're being abducted by the Greys 10 years later, do you know how to end it? Do you know how to get rid of it? Did she tell you that? No, because the Greys, in her eyes, are good. They're a little vibey. The vibe's a little weird. It is a little weird. No compassion, no love, none of that. They just think a lot. We'll get into that more later.
It's the same thing with a soul that chooses to be a Grey in order to abduct, in order to splice the DNA, in order to have a crossbreed, in order for that soul that is incarnating as a Grey to evolve and can incarnate then back into the crossbreed and then evolve over the wall. They keep showing me this big wall and they can't get over this wall. What is the wall? I see the wall, but everything you want is on the other side of that wall. If you want to call it heaven, you want to call it paradise, he says, that's where you want to be. And they're, even with their emotionless state of mind, he's saying, or more flat demeanor, they even know that's where you want to be. And they see all the souls going there, but they can't get there. And that is why they're choosing to take the choices that they have been taking in order to abduct and then splice the DNA so that their energy can cross over this wall. Okay.
The Grey ET wall she's speaking of. So the Greys come down, they take our DNA, they splice it and make hybrids. Okay? Probably true. I don't know. But from everything everybody's saying on the YouTube and all these experiences, that's what they're doing, making hybrids. And I believe it. I've seen it. I believe it. Yep. Okay, now why are they doing that? Because they're seeking what we have and what's on the other side of the wall, in the astral plane, in the spirit world. What's on the other side of the wall that they don't got? She goes into it about when a gray ET dies. Okay? That it's in limbo and comes back as a body, or it can stay in limbo. We don't. We can. A lot of us do. But what is it we got that gray ETs don't have? That's what you got to ask yourself. And she only mentions it at the end of the video. The spark. The spark of life inside of us. The light. I like to say the spark that gives off the light. But whatever. So, the gray ETs are looking for the spark. So what do? They create hybrids. That's not going to give them the spark. They're an abomination to begin with, in Christ's eyes. The Creator does not give abominations. Christ follows creation, natural law. You don't give the spark to abominations. That goes against creation's laws. The grays are abominations. Archons for souls. Alright? Or just stupid souls that are made. I can make one. I popped 2 out, me and my wife. And she's dead. And we popped 2 souls out. They get abducted and go to live with the grays. They become zombies. They learn nothing. But if they're in Christianity and they're born, they get sparks from the Creator. Like we all have. The grays don't. They don't understand why when we die, we can move on and go to heaven and work our way up to Creator. The grays just hang out in limbo. What's going on? Abducting the hell out of us and torturing us so they can try to figure out what the spark is. They think they can find it through DNA splicing and cutting and chopping. Okay, the ETs I deal with have a spark. It's all about the spark. My ETs have sparks, spark of life in them from creation. They follow universal law. They don't come down and abduct people. They don't come down and fucking harass people. They don't even show up over a fucking school full of kids because one of the kids might go crazy. Can't deal with it. So they don't show up. Unless there's a very good reason. You get what I'm saying? There's rules, man. The grays are abominations. They don't have no rules. The only rules they have is survival. And that's why they're doing this. And they think by taking all these different races that they come across out in the universe and splicing their DNA, they're going to get a little closer to creation. Okay? It's basically, she don't tell you that. Not like I did. You could watch an hour worth of videos. I just told you the whole reason what the grays are doing right there to us and why. They just want to advance their souls, but they can't because they're abominations. And creation don't like that shit. And that's what it is. But let's go on. I gotta make a video. I'm tired of watching these people dictate the truth or whatever. I'm watching it and I'm burning. I'm getting pissed off. She's playing with her crystals. I'm getting pissed off. I'm like, come on, lady. Just drop the hammer and let's get on with it. And these people are orchestrating spirituality on the earth. I meet spiritual people and they're so glossed over they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? So I'm making these videos. Maybe I can shed some light on it. I mean, she seems like a pretty good person. I got nothing against her. Preach what you want, I don't care. But I'm cutting through her shit. I don't care. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. So the hybrids that you guys have created, are they having more emotional range? Is that working? Are you noticing that your souls, your energy are able to get over the wall with these hybrids? So those who come in as, oh, he's saying it will take further generations and work to splice them again, more times ahead. But inevitably, we will be able to get over the wall because of your genetic makeup, your DNA splicing. Thank you. My God.
Okay. They're hybrids. She says it's going to take more time and more genetic splicing with our DNA for them to get over the wall. So eventually, they're going to create a hybrid. This is what she's saying. They're going to create a hybrid that gets the spark. Okay? Now, and then they'll be able to get over the wall, okay? So, here's the problem I got. And it's a legit problem. I'm just talking. How come the Anunnaki can come down here and take a monkey and take their own DNA and make workers and create us? How come that can happen and we get the spark? What went on in that genetic screw up? We were abominations. You take a monkey and Anunnaki DNA and you make humans, and the humans get the spark. Why? If the Greys are coming down here, taking their DNA and our DNA and splicing it and making hybrids, do they get the spark? I don't know. Man, that's above my pay grade. But nevertheless, maybe because I'm just thinking, maybe because the Greys to begin with were abominations, are abominations. Okay? The original Greys were abominations. So they're taking the other species' DNA and mixing it with their DNA, which was an abomination to begin with, making another abomination, hoping to get the spark in their souls so they can get over the wall. All right? I think there's a lot more going on to this. I think if it works, they're going to totally, if they get these hybrids working with the spark, just like they want, they're going to take over the planet. That's what I'm seeing. That's what Christ told me. And Christ right now is at war with them. All right? Now, war as we see it, but there's Christ war, which is totally not guns and shooting each other. If that ever comes, I don't know. It's way down the line. But I'm just putting it out there. Why do the Anunnaki take their DNA? Did the Anunnaki have the spark? I don't know. Splice our DNA, make humans, and we get the spark. How did that happen? Right? We follow creation's laws. Maybe if the fucking Greys decided to follow creation's laws, but from what she's saying, they don't understand fucking creation's laws. They don't understand creation. Maybe until they start following creation's laws, then they can get the spark. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. But I'm just putting this out because it's one of her questions. And that's what I'm saying. Just throwing it up there.
So what is this wall? Is that like fear, or what is this wall? No, it's not fear. What is the wall? Oh, okay. So the wall represents your soul transcending over to a high vibrational location, which you would maybe say is like heaven. Yeah, okay, got it. So it's about moving to the next place, but they can't move there, can't go there. But they're on their way. They've started the process. This was approved and okayed. This isn't something that they just decided to go and do. They had your soul's consent, and you know, if this was not approved or okayed, they wouldn't be able to do this.
Bullshit. They're making progress, and it's approved and okay. Quality control. Come on, approved by who? The Creator? By Christ? By the fucking Federation of fucking Planets? Or whatever they are? Come on. That's just bullshit right there, she just said. Okay, she got one thing right. They need, she said soul to get over the wall. They need to have the hybrids get over the wall. They're still not talking about the spark of life, but it was all approved for them to come and abduct us and take over the fucking planet and try to transform humanity and splice our DNA to create abominations. That's okay. It was approved. Come on, really? Okay, look it. The Greys are working with, she says, the Greys are working with the government. I believe that. The Greys are working with the government to abduct us. What's the government? Come on, really? Is there anyone of Christ in the government? Do the Greys contact Christ? Well, my Christ says we're at war with them. Okay? She has at the ending of the video where Christ is working with her and Brother Gabriel or whatever he's called. She got it all figured out. Until I asked Christ, I gave her name. Christ checked her out. Yeah. I would ask you to do the same. But I ain't gonna go there because I really don't wanna. I hate bashing people. But I like it too. But I'm trying to keep it more normal. But anyway, it wasn't approved. It's not okay. I guess in Zero it's okay. Zero, in which the Greys live in Zero. It's a hunting ground in Zero. You're walking around in Zero, being a good person, doing good things, and all of a sudden you watch her video and you hook up to the ETs. The ETs come down, abduct you, and take your DNA and fucking ass rape you. It's okay though, because it was a soul contract before you were born. Come on, fuck. It could be anything. And it's not okay. But if you're with Christ, you're golden. Just saying. Just saying. If you have good ETs from... I was living in Zero before this happened to me. And I was getting contacted by my ETs with the spark. They never did nothing wrong to me. They never took any DNA samples. What they did was they broke my ego to get to my inner light so they could talk to my ET self, which is one of them. How you doing on Earth, Rich? Pretty good. What's going on, guys? That's what they did. It was scary until they broke my ego and I opened my heart and started talking to them. Now I talk to them with Christ. I don't get to know any of the knowledge, but I get to see them, say, hey, what's going on an ego level. Christ is talking to them. Christ is cool with them. You don't like their ways a little bit. You know, there's a couple of things that could be worked on. But whatever. That's above my pay grade. I don't give a shit. I'm trying to survive here on the earth. But the Greys, they don't get that. It's okay. Go on. Take the humans. Create abominations. Come on. Fuck. What the Greys are telling her, if she's in contact with the Greys, is bullshit. That statement right there, she just said is bullshit. There's no other way around it. Later.
That's wild. Okay. So, yeah, that's a good question. You have a soul. Yes or no? Yes. But the soul doesn't have the same vibrational range that ours do. It's very limited. It's more, well, it's all mental. All mental. Their feelings don't get hurt because I describe them in this way. They're not hurt at all. So what types of emotions do you have? Curiosity. And that's it. You don't have anything else. Curiosity. Oh, and they enjoy communicating with one another telepathically. But they wouldn't call that enjoyment. They feel a need to telepathically communicate with one another, and they wish to communicate with us, should we wish. And of course, you know, you want to call in you don't want to just call in any grays, right? You want to call in the grays that are going to be respecting your space and treating you kindly. And of course, I'm getting a pain right here in my head. This is, you know what happens when I get this? It means I'm talking with this one, but now this one wants my attention. So he's getting my attention gently. Thank God. We wish to converse with you. Set the intention, ask, and we will come. That is all you need to know. That is all you need to know. We can be here very quickly. So these implants, let's talk about that. That's what I want to talk about. That other grays put into the bodies of humans. What are those for? The implants are there to keep track of where the humans are on the planet so we can easily locate them. The other grays, not these ones, can easily locate them to take them when they need.
Implants. To quickly locate them when they need them. You know how the ETs, my ETs, find me and know where I am? They spiritually, with their inner light, hook up to me and go. Spiritually. And communicate with me. Spiritually. They could be in fucking Andromeda Galaxy, 60 million light years away, hook up to me and yipper. Because there's zero time and space in the spirit world. The Greys don't seem to know that. They gotta tag your ass like a fucking zoo animal to find you. Just saying. So it tells you how evolved these things are. Seems like all the races they went and hybrided, genetically spliced. They all had some DNA, but they all had some tech. And it seems the Greys are just stealing people's tech. Also. Who knows? Buy and sell, right? Who knows what's going on out in space? Everything you can think of is going off out in space. The planet goes, give us our king back. The Greys abducted the king. Give us our king back. And we'll give you our technology. Okay. Now the Greys got a fucking spaceship. They still can't hook up to you because they don't have that spark. Come on. It's just right there. That's how they get their tech. They steal it. Fuck. They don't evolve on their own planet with it. Create it. They steal it from other races. Who knows how? I don't know. But that's the only way to get high tech. If you're an abomination, a stupid fucking abomination, how else are you going to get this tech that they got? To walk through walls, to fly around in spaceships, to tag people. That's some heavy tech. There's only one way to get that. And our governments, what do? Shoot the fucking UFOs down and get the tech. Our government wants the tech. They make a deal with the Greys. Abduct every fucking body you want. Give us something. Give us some tech. That's our government. Not Christ. Come on. Come on, guys. Jesus Christ. Where's her head, man? Anyway.
He's talking about some of the females will find out they're pregnant. And then they get abducted, and then they're not pregnant anymore. So they take the fetus, and then they move in that direction that we won't go in. You guys know what they're doing. So they need to keep track of the human beings in which they are taking. Yeah, you know, like they feel cold to me. There's no warmth. It's very cool feeling. We are creating safe measures for those here on the earth, and there is nothing to fear from the Greys. Also, moving forward, the Greys technology will be helping the human race and the human species, the human population greatly. So where do you go when you pass over, like you die, and then where does your soul go? He's saying like in limbo. And then it has a choice to, could you not come through my throat, please? Thank you. There's a lot of energy coming through the back of my neck and my jaw. Thank you. You could ease that off, please. Thank you. Okay, so they're saying that, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh yes, when they cross over, where they go, they're saying limbo, or they have the choice to come back into a gray body. But they don't have the soul's growth and evolution in order to be housed in bodies like humans, for example, that have more of an emotional range. That energy being housed in a body with this emotional range would not be a vibrational match.
Happy flowers. Happy flowers for everyone. Give me a crystal. I need a crystal. Somebody give me a crystal.
Although some of the Greys have attempted this. How fascinating. And what ends up happening when they do? Like a detachment. It's not a vibrational match. They don't last very long. They don't last very long in our environment and with the emotional range within our environment and everybody, and within the body, the host. So they end up leaving early. Wow, they can't cope. It's too much for them. Do you see? Everything is energy, and you have to be a vibrational match to be housed within a body like this. He says they're curious as to the ways in which it works. And what they're really fascinated with is that within the human species, the female gives birth to another human. That's what they find really fascinating. They're very curious about that. How do they do that? How is that happening? Like they're really, well, they know they know the biological ways in which it is happening. But they say, you see, when you birth a child into this world, you are birthing light and love, or a spark of light and love with that body into this world. That is what they are looking at. Like, wow. Life. A life form that is housing light and love within it. Your soul is light and love. A being of light and love.
Happy flowers. Happy flowers for everyone. Give me a crystal. I need a crystal. Somebody give me a crystal.
Please. They're also curious about the mechanics of it. They're curious about the mechanics of sex and birthing. Okay, so now how do you guys do things? There's no sex, no coupling, you want to call it that. And just trying to see what else you say. It almost looks like everything's done in like a test tube. Like it's not. So how does that happen? You mix fluids or what? How does that happen? You take the DNA from this and you take the DNA from that and you can splice it and put it together within a test tube. And then you, oh, no, now he's showing me. See, this is why I was hesitant to channel the Greys, because I was like, I don't think I want to see some of this stuff. You know, like you know the movie The Matrix, where they had the tubes of the bodies all lined up in the rows in like fluid, except I'm looking at a whole bunch of Greys bodies growing in these tubes. That's what I'm looking at right now. I mean, we're talking about thousands. And it's like in a darker kind of giant housing thing. And it's darker. This is where we come to fruition or develop. This is where we develop. And then we are removed from the tube when this is complete. Wow. They are saying you can see the importance now of our mission in splicing DNA with your DNA. The emotional range in order for our soul's growth. And we thank you for your act of sacrifice in doing this for us and our race.
So guys, that's the Greys. Them's the Greys. And basically I just wanted to touch up her read on them. At the end there, she got a couple good points across that were, but I don't understand why people accept that. Is there this internal drive to hook up to aliens that are gonna fucking do this to you? I don't understand it. You know, look at it this way. For me, if they're not happy with Christ, then they ain't no good. All right? That's pretty much how the universe runs. That's why. That's why all the wars start. You're with creation or you're not. Me, I want to be good. I want to do good things. That's my heart. I can live in zero and play the Grey. Take what I can get. Be a fucking looter. But I ain't doing that. Because in zero, anything goes. And that's where the Greys live. They don't live in Christ consciousness. They don't live in natural law. They don't live in universal law. Or the Creator's laws. They live in zero, where you can just do whatever fuck you want. And it's okay. You have free will, right? But I ain't going there. And that's about it. the grace. So if you're out there and you're hooking up to aliens and your inner light and your innocence don't let you go, there's a reason why. You're not of the Creator. Your innocence, if you have innocence inside you and a spark, if you don't have a spark and you have no innocence and you have no compassion, no love, you're probably a gray or whatever. You know what I mean? Well, an archon. I don't know. But most of us have sparks. Most of us have innocence, compassion, and love. And you want to hook up to the grace. It's like fire and ice hitting each other. The grace, they'll take you over as long as they can until Jesus comes down and kicks them out. And I made past videos about how to give end contracts if you have one, or if you've been taken over. It's really easy. It's not hard to do. Anyway, let's make this short, get it over with. Okay, later, guys.